was about 20 to 21, and I'll be turning 33 late this year. So I'm currently 32. And because I spent most of my time online, I thought it would be really cool once I got out of a really toxic relationship to kind of expand my social skills a little bit. And the funny thing about my initial goal with the show is that it didn't happen. My social skills are not expanded by any means, but I think that in a way, it has allowed me to become more authentically me. And I don't really know if that's a good thing. Well, it's a good thing for me. Not sure that it seems to be a good thing for other people. Because the cool thing, right, is that it's my show. I started it. I edit the clips for it. I pick the topics, and I did a really bad job picking topics today. I actually did pick some topics for today, but I started this day off on a bad note, so we haven't even gotten there yet, which is super cool. Um, but I'm a lot less guarded than I used to be as far as like, changing face for the different people that I'm around. And of course, I mean, obviously everyone does this, right? You change face a little bit depending on the situation that you're in and the people that you know that you're going to be around. But I think on a whole, even in those situations, I have been a lot more vocal about my opinions on things or just the way that I feel about things. And it's definitely been a lot of growth that way as far as just accepting myself for who I am, which is very weird, very awkward, a lot of crazy thoughts running around in my brain. But I don't think other people like that. I mean, some people do, because some people are, weird like me. And if you're not weird, I mean, maybe you kind of appreciate that kind of aspect in somebody else that you don't have or experience in yourself, which I guess is cool. But for the most part, I feel like I'm kind of back to the situation of so basically all of 2022, 2023, I thought to myself, like you're so closed off and you don't have a big circle of people around you. You have a very, very small circle. You should expand outside of that circle, right? And I don't like it. I don't like it. And because here's the thing. If you are on my OF page, you may or may not have seen many of the rant videos that I have done. And these rant videos aren't about anyone in particular. It's not about anyone's situation. It's just kind of about my life as a whole because OF and camming has always been one of the ways that I guess I kind of had a bit of a podcast before I actually had a podcast because it was a place and around people that I felt liked me as a person. And if not as a person, just for my boobs, so I could say whatever I want and they didn't care because they could see my boobs, right? And there's something kind of freeing about that to just kind of have this space where you do have people either championing for you or if someone is being a dick to you, being in your corner while you completely verbally decimate them and there's just a computer screen between you. So what's the harm, right? But as far as, reaching out and expanding my social circle, I have started to really realize that I don't understand the social games, right? So I don't understand, for instance, right? Just a hypothetical. This has totally happened with many situations and many people, but this is about no one. And if you're listening to this and you think, is this about me? I don't know. Is it? You were in that situation. I don't know. Maybe you never thought about it again, but I've been thinking about these situations time and time again. Every time there is a reminder of you or that situation as a whole, I think about it and I think, could I have done something differently? Should I have done something differently? What did I do to cause the situation? Was it me that caused the situation? Or is this just people in general that I don't understand, right? So let's say that you go into a situation with someone, you're meeting them for the first time, you're yourself. I know that's not great, but you're yourself because for better or for worse, you've decided that you're just going to be your authentic self as much as you possibly can be without, making people hate you. But you don't like for me, right? I don't want to I've done for so long putting on the pretense of this is who I have to be to this group of people and this is who I have to be to this group of people. And it's so much easier to just kind of be yourself and then see where it goes. But I've gotten into these situations so many times where I do that, right? And I think I'm being authentic. I'm being myself. I feel like there's a really good vibe here. We're vibing off of each other. Everything seems great. And when it comes down to anything outside that one situation, right? They're just nowhere to be found. It's like, oh yes, I would like to do X or Y or Z with you at a later date. Oh yes, I would like to exchange numbers and figure out something to do later. Yes, I would like to, do this thing with you and all these, and they just never happen, right? And I don't really understand that because for me, right, if I don't want to do something, I say I don't want to do it. If I don't pick up a vibe from a person, or if I pick up a bad vibe from a person, I'm not going to go out of my way to make them think that there's going to be anything more past that. I will be kind, I will be polite, but I'm not going to be like, oh yes, let's go do such and such and let's get this thing figured out. And oh, let's exchange numbers. I would rather die. I don't want you to have my number. If I don't pick up a vibe from you as a person, I don't want you to be laboring under the delusion that we're going to spend any more amount of time together other than the moments that we already have that I've determined that we're not going to have a good time together going any further than we already have. So why? I talked to my mans about this, right? And I was like, my mans, why? Why does this keep happening? Why the things? Why? And more importantly, why do I care? And so he made a point where he's like, people just want to be liked. I want to be liked too. I definitely want to be liked. Of course, everyone wants to be liked, but I don't want to be liked to the point of lying for no reason or putting on some like if I don't like someone, I don't want them to like me. You know what I mean? If you don't like someone, where is this innate need coming from to make this person think that you like them or perhaps like you in return by offering all these things, by making fake promises, not even promises or just like potential whatever. Why even waste? Like, there is so much time that's just wasted in these stupid social interaction games that I really do not understand because I would not waste any of my valuable time because everyone's time is valuable to that person. Yes, maybe some person's time isn't valuable to me. Maybe my time isn't valuable to them. Okay, whatever. But either way, if you're going out of your way to create this fake situation with someone that you have no intention of talking to again, of spending time with, or that you really didn't like, you're still wasting your own time by setting up this false pretense of whatever this like relationship is. Do you know what I mean? Why do we waste so much fucking time? I absolutely hate it. Anyway, that was a big rant. I don't even know if that made any sense. Sometimes I just talk into the abyss. And the weird thing about this is that I'm kind of just staring at this corner of the wall because I don't know. I feel like I'm making eye contact with the camera too much. And apparently too much eye contact puts people off. I don't really know. That's just how I show that I'm listening. But there's no one else to listen to because it's just me, unfortunately, in this spiral all the time, trying to figure out what it is that I've done with these people in certain situations to cause so much time to be wasted. And then why do I get so upset about it? It's stupid. It's stupid to get upset about it. But I think the problem is, and what it comes down to, is I made this little rant the other day. I was like, it's like I find this person, right? And maybe it's not like the most special person in the world, but I think, oh, cool. I want to lift up this bag and I'm going to carry this bit of this person because I think that there's some good potential there to have a good friendship, a good working relationship, whatever. And then it's like a couple months down the road, I look in and I'm like, why was this bag so fucking heavy? There's nothing in there. Why was I carrying this around for no reason? And then I'm pissed because I got fooled by a heavy bag thinking that I had shit in it and there's nothing in it. And I've wasted my time. And then I think maybe that's what's like the thing that's the most frustrating is like, why did I put in so much effort? Oh my God, that's what I have to do. I keep saying, right? I keep saying that I'm going to do this. I keep saying that I'm not going to invest too much in other people until they invest in me. But I think one of the issues comes down to is that 90% of people, they aren't going to invest in me. And I just have to accept that. Damn. Anyway, something else that I was thinking about the other day is, so I've been on holiday, which is one of the reasons that I'm here doing a solo episode alone, just jumbled together with all of my thoughts. And I forgot how much I fucking love baby food.